Hey folks, this is Ira. Hope you're doing great. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Earthquake Report for February the 17th, 2016. Well, it has mostly been a quiet day for the third planet. We've seen 122 quakes so far today, which brings our weekly total to 427 and our monthly to 2,780. The largest registered quake so far comes to us from Tupelo, Indonesia, with a 6.0. We follow that up with another quake rocking the New Zealand region. This time around, we're looking at a 5.1. Not as powerful as the previous quakes we've experienced on February the 14th or February the 15th, but enough to make one spill their coffee if I'm prepared for a jolt, that's for sure. With there being so much movement in the area, it would be wise to keep your eyes glued to Japan. If you remember from our previous video, we called out that in the past, we saw a similar pattern of earthquake activity in the New Zealand region, and not shortly after, we experienced the super 9.0 earthquake in Japan, so eyes open there. We also experienced additional quakes originating from Chile, Tonga, Papua New Guinea, Argentina, and Fiji. Nothing too crazy to report, but interesting nonetheless. As always, we experienced multiple quakes in Alaska. Nothing too intense, but the numbers are impressive. So, how about this? Take a guess as to how many quakes we have experienced as of the making of this video for today. So, from 12 a.m. to 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll announce the number at the end of the video, stating the number of quakes that we've had coming out of Alaska so far. Anyways, continue with our report. Looks like Oklahoma continues to shake with quakes in Luther, Fairview, and Edmond, as well as surrounding counties. Again, nothing crazy, the most intense being a 3.4 in Luther. We experienced a minor 2.0 quake, not too far from my location here in Boone, North Carolina. This quake stems from a little area known as Etowah, Tennessee. We actually experienced another quake in Ridgely, Tennessee, however, it was a weak 1.4. Before we address the remainder of today's quakes, I would like to show you a little bit of Boone. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and focus on Boone, North Carolina. We are located in the mountains, and we have an elevation here of about 3,300 feet. With us being in the mountains, we get to experience all of the seasons, summer, fall, winter. It's all great. We have plenty of snow to report. In fact, there's still snow on the ground right now. And my kids have actually missed about 2 weeks of school so far. Boone actually gets its name from the famous pioneer and explorer Daniel Boone, who on several occasions camped at sites generally agreed to be within the present city limits. And that's pretty wild. Daniel's nephews, Jesse and Jonathan, they were actually founders of the first church in Boone. Anyways, that's definitely not our only claim to fame. We are also the home of Appalachian State University. And so if any of you guys are following college football, then you're definitely familiar with Boone and ASU. Anyways, guys, back to the earthquake report. California has definitely seen some action today. Earthquakes again have ranged from Big Pine to Mammoth Lakes and other areas. Nothing above a 2.9, but the seismic movement is interesting. Earlier this week, we experienced numerous quakes in the Mammoth Lake area, all centered around dormant volcanoes. So when we see that kind of activity, it definitely makes one wonder what is going on. And really, that's about it for the earthquake report for today. It's been a kind of slow day, which is great. Before we go, we'll provide the answer to the trivia question. So if you guessed 36, then you are a winner. It's pretty wild, isn't it? 36 earthquakes. It hasn't even been a full 24-hour period, and I'm sure we'll continue to see them as the evening goes on. And make certain to head over to our Facebook page if you like the social media thing. We can talk there. You can also follow us on Twitter. We have the links for both in the description. Like this video, share it, and hope you have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Hoorah!